Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. So the news today is pretty big. Ubisoft have finally released its first public blockchain project. This is not the project that I guess most of us thought they were going to come up with, though. It is rather odd in a couple of regards, but let's go through it. So what have they announced and what is actually live today? So running on the Ethereum network, Ubisoft has released its Rabbids token. So the Rabbids token is a sort of NFT. It's a little bit different to kind of a standard ERC 721. And the point of this is also a little bit different, as you can see here when you come to the website. So far, it's just launched a couple of hours ago, and they've raised 7.16 ETH. And all the money generated here goes to UNICEF. So UNICEF, obviously the United Nations charity. So basically they've created a hot potato token that you can own it, but you only you're not in control of it. So anyone can buy it off you just by the price increases over time. So we have seen a few of these sort of token projects in the early days of NFTs a couple of years ago, and some of those got to very high levels. Obviously, people were using them as kind of pyramid schemes and buying them in the hope that then someone would come in and buy them off them, and so they make a profit. So you kind of had these money kind of piling in. They all ended up a little bit messy because obviously at some point they get much too expensive, and then no one can buy them anymore, and then the market for the whole thing collapses. I guess this is different in the sense that this is a charity-based thing. So Ubisoft or the people owning these tokens aren't going to generate money from them. So the only reason you get involved is that it's a charitable organization. Equally, I guess for some people, and I guess I would find myself in this situation. I'm not particularly bothered about giving money to UNICEF. There's lots of charities I support, but UNICEF is not one of them. And so for me, getting involved in this kind of stuff actually is a bit meaningless. And the other thing that can be a problem with this is obviously the price, because the price always goes up, then immediately you're pricing people out of the market. So there may be people who are really into Rabbids who might want to own one for a period of time. And immediately now, as soon as they get over like kind of 1 ETH, 2 ETH, whatever, then suddenly you're into a couple of hundreds of dollars worth of cryptocurrency, which a lot of people don't have. So it's an odd project from that point of view. I guess we shouldn't read too much into it because it is, I'm sure, very experimental for Ubisoft. I'm sure they have lots of other plans, and this is one experiment that they're doing, and they're couching that experiment in the sense that it's a charity. So they're trying to do something different there. Anyway, so what's interesting about this? So let's kind of have a look at the website. So here's a little video you can watch. So how do they work? So there are a small number of tokens, effectively 5, but the tokens that you see have different sets, sort of thing. So once you buy a token, it transforms to reveal its identity. And you kind of get a stamp, what they're calling PUPO, proof of plausible ownership, and it's like a stamp, and that proof of ownership stays in your wallet. So it's like a kind of collection mechanic. You don't keep the NFT, but you keep the fact that you did own it once. There's another weird thing going on when it's a full moon. There will be something else going on. So they've got some sort of event mechanic here. So it's 18. Apparently, it says on the website has a ticker timer. So in 18 days time, whatever, it's a full moon, and then if you own a rabbit token, then they're going to change into something else. I expect probably I don't know, werewolves or something. I would imagine it being full moons. If we go and have a look at this grabber token, so we can see here. So here are tokens. So here we go. So this is the next full moon, 19 days. So there's a rhino snakes, 2 snakes, bee and lion. So we can see the current price. And if we click on the details, we can see the Rhino one has raised 1.8 ETH. And I guess generation means it's been bought 9 times. I don't understand this cuteness power. What that's going to... the fact that it's there must mean something. If we go and click on the owner wallet, if it's going to do that. So now this is we're looking at the this wallet address, and we can see here that this person has actually bought quite a lot, and you can kind of see that the tokens. So there were 5 tokens, and there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 12. There's 12 forms, and they each have different kind of. It's hard to see. They each have different kind of it's almost like a card back. So I think the characters are the same. See if we can get any doubles. No. Yeah, so this one here. So you can kind of see the images are the same roughly, but they just have different card backs. So if you're a completist, you would want to keep buying until you've got the complete collection. Although that's quite a lot. Yeah, is that 12 or is that 11? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 55 in total. Unless they've got some mechanic that actually means you don't get any doubles. I guess that's probably the case. So they're basically saying you have to basically buy 55 times in order to complete your collection. Also worth having a look quickly at the FAQ. So most of this is telling people about cryptocurrencies. So that'd be interesting whether people who don't know about blockchain actually get involved. Unlikely, I would think, because they've not inbuilt any easy walleting solution. So I imagine this is just for people who this is just kind of a experiment money raise, charitable money raise thing. So yeah, this poo-poo is pop is it really cannot be traded. It's linked to your wallet forever, so it's not really clear what that is. If it's not an NFT, it's not a cryptocurrency, it's not a crypto asset, it's just some sort of probably centralized link to a wallet, I guess. Kind of hard to know exactly what they're doing with that without getting any more detail. Yeah, so there's this full moon thing going on here. So interestingly, going back to the price, so the price seems to be limited to 0.05 ETH and 0.15 ETH. So it looks like probably what's happening is there's these 5 tokens, and they are, as they're bought, they go through different stages of evolution. I mean, this is often the thing with blockchain projects in general, blockchain game projects, is they're really complicated. They're really overly complicated. I can understand the charitable thing, sort of, but to have all this very complicated thing, you don't own the thing you own, you get a kind of stamp in your book, and then there's this evolution thing, and it's really I don't know. I think a lot of blockchain game projects overthink themselves and think about and overthink the blockchain element of it, and don't think about the user experience. Because I have had to think about this, and I'm really not quite sure what this project is about. I don't think it's I'm happy they've happy that Ubisoft's done it, but I'm not entirely sure that they may have done something. So this is what they're doing, is they seem to be refining these. So this selection is changing as they're bought and sold, isn't it? So I guess it might be interesting if people are building tools around this to actually have more visibility, so you could go and buy them not through just this website. That would be interesting, I suppose. But this is yeah. Yeah, less clear to me than even I thought at the beginning. Anyway, if you want to buy them, there you go. Go to the Rabbit Token website and fill your boots for a good cause. I guess the rest of us will be interested to see what Ubisoft does next. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, where we spend a lot of time trying to make sense of the weirdness that is blockchain games. Sometimes we succeed, sometimes we don't. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and hope to see you again soon.